Hey honey bunches, that's right, we're making my favourite vegan choc chip biscuit recipe, and I have adapted this from the Plentiful Table recipe of Andrea's, which is in, her cookbook. So let's get started. This is my favourite take on it. I've sort of simplified and refined sugar removed the recipe. So what I like to do for my favourite ever chocolate chip biscuit recipe is take half a cup of vegan butter. I haven't tried this with coconut oil yet. I presume it would work just as well, although you might be able to taste the coconutty ness. Then you want to add 3/4 of a cup of coconut sugar, and you could do this in like a mixer or just with handheld beaters or with a wooden spoon. You just want to mix it until combined. The whole whipping butter thing isn't really a thing in vegan cooking, so don't worry about that. Then you want to take 1/3 of a banana. This is like a medium to large banana, and you want to mash it till super smooth. It kind of turns out to be about 2 tablespoons of mashed banana. You could also interchange this with apple puree. Do keep in mind that you can mildly taste this, but I actually really like a little subtle banana flavor to these cookies. So yeah, then you just add that and mix that. That comes together pretty easily. You can do that by hand, and then you're going to add the rest of the ingredients, which is a heaped cup of plain flour, a pinch of salt, a ½ teaspoon of baking soda, not powder, and a splash of vanilla. Then it is quite a lot easier to do in like a mix-up, but you can easily do it by hand, and you know, the arm workout would probably do you good because these are rather addictive and hard to stop at just one. So then non-dairy chocolate chips aren't that prolific in my area, so I just took a 70% lint block and chopped it up into like little squares, and yeah, this works perfectly fine, and I highly recommend you do this if you're going to those dairy filled chocolate chips. Just do this. It's a simple swap and tastes super good. So yeah, that was about 60 grams, or you could do like 2 handfuls of vegan chocolate chips. And you just want to mix that together and use your spatula to kind of cut through the dough. That's how you sort of get it really all incorporated. You don't want like all the chocolate chips in one area and then just dough in the other. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It'll look a bit sticky and things, but we can deal with that. So I like to make really small cookies, so I lined 2 baking trays and I got 24 in the end. So I just wet my hands so the dough didn't stick to them, and don't worry if they look like little soggy globules, like the water won't really affect their appearance or anything. And mine made 23, but you know, about 24, and they do spread out, so don't worry about like pushing them down or anything. They'll already do that themselves in the oven, little independent globules. Then while they're cooking, they don't take very long, you can kind of, you know, eat the dough because it tastes incredible. Then after they're done, they won't really look browned or anything. The coconut sugar does sort of darken the dough colour, but just let them sit on the tray after they've been in the oven for about 5 minutes and they will sink down. Whoa, look at that, they just did it like that. And then you want to transfer them to a wire rack, or just, you know, somewhere where they're not going to continue cooking from the residual heat on the tray. And these are so delicious. They taste far better than I remember any old regular chocolate chip cookie ever tasting. They're gooey in the middle and slightly chewy and slightly crunchy on the outside. I think if you could take these like a study session or a potluck or a dinner or a movie night, yeah, you'd be a pretty popular friend if you ask me. Yeah, they're pretty hard to just eat one, and they're the best tasting when they just come out of the oven. So capitalize on that, people, and I hope you like and make this recipe. If you do, tag me on Instagram. I love seeing your creations, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!